Hello everyone! Hope we're having a fantastic Saturday afternoon. Today we're going to continue on with Endwalker MSQ. Last stream we finished up with the Loperts, and we got back to Charlian where they announced their plan. Where they announced that they had been working with the Loperts and that they were going to execute their escape plan, which we had already guessed and we had already figured out. But looks like they're actually trying to do something good. Except it would have been, like, fine if they had shared it with us, but that's not how Charlian is. I'm actually curious if the escape plan includes more than just the people of Charlian, because I kind of feel like that's the kind of people they would be, where they would only evacuate the people of Charlian and then just ignore the rest of the city-states, and especially the Beastmen. That seems like the kind of thing they would do. Anyway, we continue on talking to Tataru here at the Valdizian Annex. Let's get talking and let's get rolling. Skies of Flame. Tataru is furrowing her brow in consternation. Oh, brilliant! I was just about to call for you. I'm afraid we've received another call for assistance. This one comes from Radzed Han. The others have assembled in the main hall to discuss the situation. You must join them at once. Okay. Sounds good to me. Still gotta get the Radzed Han Aetherite, because we were allowed into the city, but we weren't actually able to attune to the Aetherite. Or actually, hold on, is this gonna be voice? Okay. Ah, there you are. Our worst fears have come to pass, but moments ago we received grim tidings from our contact in Radzed Han. Vile beasts have appeared as if out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the very sky burns above them. Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh, that's right, we saw the map burning in the last cutscene in the previous stream. Good gods! Are the final days already upon us? It would appear so. Sadly, that is all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Radzed Han are busy fighting for their lives. Then we must go at once. They need our help. Agreed. Kryl, you'd best remain here with Tataru and gather what knowledge you can. You're in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. Very well. Similar phenomena may have been observed elsewhere, and if it's so, we must know about it at once. Be safe out there, yes? Let us make first for Yedimad. We must prepare ourselves for what lie ahead. Well, looks like the sky is burning, world is blowing up, and we're at the end of days. And we got a lot of people to talk to. I'm glad for Kryl's support. I'll also call upon Hori Boulder and the others to assist us. They will be our eyes and ears in the field, as they have been many times before. No similar creatures have been sighted in Charlian. That said, the early signs may manifest in other regions ere long. We must be prepared for every eventuality. I don't think that's what he actually said, but whatever. With the fall of the tower in Thavnair, the Hunnish were beginning to enjoy a semblance of peace, and now this. We do not wield the creation magics that ancients did, yet still these abominations appear. Whatever could be the cause? If this calamity has indeed come to Thavnair, it is all too likely that Corvos across the strait finds itself in similar predicament. Even now, it remains imperial Even now, it remains an imperial province, and as such, it may be some time until we can ascertain the situation there. We can only hope that Kryl and Tataru will be able to provide us with some insight sooner rather than later. If the might of Vitra is not enough to hold these fiends at bay, Radzed Han is in dire straits indeed. We must go at once. In ancient times, the phenomenon was first observed in places where the celestial currents had grown weakest. It would seem there is the stagnancy of ether in the skies above Radzed Han, unbeknownst even to Vitra. Really? Okay. I would rather accompany you to Thavnir, but Raha's concerns are well-founded. The last thing I would want is to be a burden. Oh, Kryl, you're never a burden. And so I will remain here with Tataru, and do all I can to gather knowledge that might serve us in the battle to come. Godspeed in your journey, Brilliant. Well, let's head on over to Radzed Han. Let's see, we're gonna take the teleporter thing? Yeah, like last time. Oh, never mind, just run over there. Eventually, we're gonna need to go into Labyrinthos and finish up that zone. But we're gonna finish up. Looks like we're gonna finish up the Thavnir zone first. Let's head on over there. Then obviously I don't have flying yet, so let's see, where am I gonna go? Oh, okay. I guess since the sky is burning red, they're gonna want to play a cutscene first.
Lo, vile beasts did rise.
Oh my, yes. This looks a lot like, what was the dungeon called?
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash. Sun scorches earth and boils seas. And our sins ascend unto the heavens. 3 dooms to unmake all we were.
This direction is very different than we've seen before.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
What made you think that?
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
We have. What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Last night, the Isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out. Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact. The people of Radzed Han themselves transformed into these baleful fiends.
Oh right, we saw some people wandering around like Ishgard and Radzed Han.
Though the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature, the largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city. Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies. The Large One's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
And what of Vritra?
Vitra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Understood. I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude. Our regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Yedlimat. They will make landfall in an area of dense jungle, where one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt. I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
And then we'll be able to explore the second half of Favner.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Let's go.
Well then, that was kind of dark. Let's go meet whatever his name is at the docks. That's right. Let's talk to everyone first. Usually, the most dangerous foe in a worm's domain is the worms themselves. If I were Vitra, I would be as offended as I am horrified. Innocent souls twisted and reformed into unholy abominations. I thought I had seen the last of such nightmares with the Sin Eaters. We must act quickly, Brillian. Every moment we tarry means another soul may be lost to this nightmare. I shall survey the Envions. I shall survey the Envions closely as we go about our search. There may be some clue as to how we can combat this phenomenon. If it's true that the people themselves have transformed into beasts, why, even the Radiant Host could suffer the same fate. Or us, perish the thought. Thanks for the foreshadowing, Thancred. Don't worry, no matter how grim things get, I won't lose heart. I'm ready whenever you need me. So the beasts are not born of creation magics run amok, but are rather the altered forms of the people themselves. In that sense, this manifestation of the final days differs from that which we witnessed in Amarat. And for the worse, I dare say. If any man, woman, or child could become a beast at any moment, there is no telling whence the next threat might come. We must exercise extreme caution. I mean, were you just gonna run in there willy-nilly? Oh, come on, I missed the yes. I would have you board this boat and circle around to the north side of the island. There you will find a dense jungle we call Vanispati. It is a sacred wood home to many temples and a number of villages. Vitra and Radiant Host have gone there ahead of us. I ask you to join them, and do all in your power to destroy this blasphemy. Well, this is gonna be fun. Ah, okay. That's right, I forgot there was gonna be a dungeon now. That's one of the reasons I stopped last time. Okay, let's play... So Dark Knight is 88, and Warrior is 87, so I'll go ahead and play Warrior. Now, who are we going to take with us? I will pray you are not too late to spare the settlements within Vespati the fate that has befallen our city. Once we meet with Vitra and the Radiant Host, they should be able to tell us more of the present situation. Alright, who are we going to take with us? So I've already got a tank.
Right then.
I think I'd like melee DPS and let's see. Yeah, I mean, actually I want Graha to heal this time. Okay, let's go with that group. Let's start. Let's see, what dungeon is this? Alright, let's get started with Vanspati. Vanaspati. Yeah, I'd call those abominations. Blasphemous abominations. Let's get started. Oops. Oh, oops, I need to fix my, hold on. I made some changes to my HUD layout. Oops, wrong button. And I forgot that I hadn't done it in any combat, or at least I hadn't noticed since I did the changes. I also haven't played Warrior in a while, so I'm gonna be really rusty. But I mean, all I have to do is press Bloodwetting and I'll, like, be healed to full health.
This will hurt.
Oh, I need to move my beast cage up a little bit. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, that works. Good enough. Oh my.
My friends, heed me. These are children of Thavner.
Yes, we know. We're gonna kill them now.
I could do them no harm.
Oh, okay. This is scaled too big. That's why it looks weird.
Allow me.
Is it? Anyway, I'll deal with it later. Not like I really need to look at it that closely. I can see the full bar, which is all that really matters.
I will not hold back.
If this is the only way,
The weather is apocalypse. Yes, Vitra, this is the only way.
the beasts of the air. Pray continue onward.
Okay, sounds good to me. Yeah, this rotation really is just Fel Cleavunga Bunga. Especially compared to Dark Knight. Let's see if I can do 2 packs. Just gotta make sure to be pulling both of them. Or apparently I can only do these 2. Whatever.
You underestimate me!
Man, Warrior is so easy. Or at least I'm pressing so few buttons compared to Dark Knight. What's this? Oh, he's probably gonna transform. It's too late! Too late for us all! No. I mean, if you hadn't said that. Oh, I need to switch another thing for my HUD to lay
I'll
out.
tend to your wounds.
What am I supposed to do here? Ah, okay. Then that one's probably gonna explode next to... Oh, no. No, it's not. Oh, it says left. Oh, yeah. His left. It's a lot harder to read the abilities. I need to turn on the option to split this.
Allow me.
Temporary misdirection is kind of pointless if you don't move. Okay, I'm gonna call some BS on that. It's actually moved it right. And then the misdirection wore off as I was, misdirection wore off as I was holding forward in the correct direction.
I will not hold back.
This will hurt. This will hurt.
Yes, we heard you the first time, Estinian. Yeah, I was gonna say they probably should just go ahead and LB. Okay, it's the one that says, it doesn't say such pain. Okay, there we go. Actually got it right that time. There we go. Now, let me go ahead and fix my HUD a little bit. Okay, so this is... Yeah, okay, that's supposed to be 110. And then I think that's the right height. And then for the target bar, I always turn on display info independently. And then I think that's correct. Hopefully it's correct. We'll see in a minute.
What is this vile presence I sense?
I don't know what it is, Vitra, but I sure hope...
Lord draweth near. Be on your guard.
Hopefully it can help us figure out what the heck's wrong. Oh, there's another enemy.
Gloves are off.
That beast gauge looks okay. I think beast gauge needs to move over slightly to the left. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna annoy me. Let me move beast gauge over like 1 pixel to the left. There we go. I think that was 2, but we'll just go with that. Oh, well, that looks like a destroyed village. Uh-oh. I see where this is going. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Is this gonna? Do they turn into monsters because of their hope? Because of hope, or being hopeless, or something? And then somehow that's gonna be the key to us defeating them. Because it looked like they gave in to despair or something like that. And we'll just be able to like forge on and be able to defeat the enemy. Or something like that. It's gonna be something cheesy like that, but it works.
Let's hold back.
Okay. This is gonna be a harder pull, but it's my own making. Man, bloodwetting is just ridiculous.
This will hurt.
I'm not even using like 3 of my mitigation and I'm still having like no trouble with this. There we go. Let's see, what's this boss gonna be? Turbinus Wrecker. Let's see, what are these gonna do? He's absorbing water.
Allow me.
Then, do we want to get into... I think we just wanted to make sure that we didn't get pushed into the water. Oops, wasted some beast gauge there. Now this one we want to get in the water orb. And also it looks like I didn't separate the attack correctly on the HUD layout. So I'll need to try that again after this fight. Oh right, inner release works as armor length. That's right.
I will end this boss.
You're mine!
Probably gonna have to hide in the bubbles again this time. Yeah. It's gonna get one more GCD in.
You underestimate me!
Okay, I probably don't need to do mechanic. Yep. Okay. Let me check my HUD layout again. Because I clearly got it wrong. Let's see, that's HP. Not status. Oh, progress bar. That's what I want. Let's see, how did I do that? I wish I had to remember. I had, oh, that's transparency. Okay. Yeah. Make it nice and big. And I think I had it like right here or something. Oh, wait, I know where I can check it. Because I used to use... I think I used layout 4. No. I used layout 4 with something else. Okay, anyway. Let's continue on. If this was Southern California, this property would still be worth over $1 million. Ooh, that's a nice view. And, by nice view, I mean, it's not nice that it's happening. You get what I mean. I remember use blood wetting on cooldown pretty much.
Allow me. There.
I will not hold back.
Allow me.
Nope, nope, gotta go around. Oh, this is like the, in the trailer.
You underestimate me!
Kill Cleve Bunga Bunga. Okay. Let's see what monstrosity, blasphemous monstrosity we'll be facing off against here. Oh, is it gonna be the statue? Oh no, he just given us a hand. Blasphemy. I'm not gonna try Svar Banu. I can't believe how naturally that that he's giving us a hand joke came out. Alright. Let's take down this monstrosity. Oh, Flames of Decay. Yeah, that's a little bit big. 200% is a bit too big. But it's about where I want it. Just need to make it a little smaller. Okay, so I have a red ring. Does that mean I'm not supposed to be on the red ring? Or I am? Okay, that just means it's gonna blow the red side up. Okay. Okay, then this will push us back into the blue. Oops, I pushed it too early.
Allow me.
Take this opportunity to make this slightly smaller. Like 160. Okay. That should be a little better. Okay, so stand here.
Allow me.
Oops, I should have used Storm's Eye there.
I will not hold back.
I actually remembered to use Shake It Off that time. Interesting. Uh-oh. Oh good, just barely made it. I was thinking the circles would go off before we got pushed back. Which is why I didn't, which is why I let myself get pushed over to the side. Probably just go ahead and LB.
You're mine!
And this is gonna be all? Yep. That was pretty fun. And yeah, that was not a victorious fight. I do like how your character does that. If you complete a duty that isn't exactly like, yeah, we defeated the bad guy. When it's more like, oh no, it's like, good, the fighting's over. Your character doesn't like do a victory pose. They just close their eyes, like at the end of that fight. Anyway, let's continue on.
As I feared.
What is it this time, Ishtola?
What is it?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud. Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhaps so. But even if the process was incomplete, 'twas little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
And right after we learned
Not
about
by any means known to me.
curing tempering.
Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnir, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vitra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe.
You put your secret at risk.
Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos. Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may.
Because he is the satrap.
I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
And just coming out and saying that this dragon is also the ruler would cause chaos and confusion. He would be like, wait, what?
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Yeah, I heard you the first time, Estinian.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Estinian, here. It's the last thing you ever wanted. A link point. We gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you love.
Oh, yes.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
Playing the Heavens Ward motif.
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
Let's see, so are we gonna resolve this, you know, this, or are we gonna just have to deal with it as it springs up in Ishgard too? Because we saw it in Ishgard, we saw a person in Ishgard and Alamigo. That was like glowing with void scent energy or whatever. Anyway, let's talk to everyone. All my life, wait, no. All life must end in death, yet death in turn gives birth to new life. Such is the flow of ether. To think that natural cycle could simply be cut off. The very thought makes me shudder. After so long and so many sacrifices, we finally found a way to cure the tempered. But these poor souls, they vanish without a trace. Is there truly no saving them? While Estinian and Vitra defend Radzidhan from above, we on the ground must find a means to prevent these transformations, and soon. The stillness in the air puts me ill at ease. We must be wary. Worry not, I can see your ether, and that of our companions. We have not suffered the fate of those unfortunate souls. Our radiant hosts has established the immediate threat to the city, though it pains me to know these beasts were once my own people. There is no telling when or where the next transformation might occur. We must remain vigilant and steel ourselves for whatever is yet to come. Let's see. Honey yellow, millicorn yellow, raisin brown. I'm just gonna pick the silver. I can always buy those. Or get them from somewhere. We now enter trust NPCs. Okay. I'm going to, okay. It's been about an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Let's go ahead and pose right here. The weather is still apocalypse. Let's see, no. That's so close. Time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue. Let's talk to Erwan, and continue on. The Blasphemy Unmasked. Ahewan's burden is heavy indeed, yet he need not bear it alone. Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to the Meghaduta, for the time being. There I can better manage this crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry out an investigation of our own here in the city. Mayhap the residents can tell us more about the first of the transformations and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain what exactly triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight as to a possible solution. Well, that's what we usually do. Time is of the essence. Let us split into 3 groups that we may cover more ground. Alize and I will seek Paxa's path. Thancred and Y'shtola pray make to Dharma. I leave Artha to Graha and you, Brillian. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestation of the final days here in the city would be most helpful. When we have completed our respective inquiries, let us reconvene in front of Meghaduta, that we may share what we have learned with the satrap. Okay, sounds good to me. Also, I need to switch back to Dragoon. I accidentally got 481 Marauder experience instead of putting that on Dragoon. Let's switch over there. Okay, Graha, where are we going? Shall we be off then? Artha is home of the High Crucible of Alchemia, which alchemists forged as many of our warding scales. That makes it a good place as any to begin our investigation, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Mahudin, the chief alchemist there, on our last visit. He should be happy to answer our inquiries. Graha is now accompanying you, Endwalker mechanic that they wanted to use a lot of. Okay, well, I've actually unlocked all of these. So, yeah, I can't actually teleport there. Oh, I didn't get that one yet. Of course, the one I need. Guess we're running. Yeah, I didn't get that one, and I obviously can't attune to the large aetheryte yet. So I guess we'll just have to walk there. Feels weird to see, like, a main hub city with people in it. Besides Limsa. Besides the, like, ARR city-states. I mean, I'm not... Because I haven't... This is the first expansion I've played. Because I didn't play during Shadowbringers. So... It's kind of weird to be in, like, the current content main city. Anyway, let's talk to Nahudin here. See if he can offer us some insight. Ah, I remember those red eyes. You were with those scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We are assisting the satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps, so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly, I hear panicked screams coming from the direction of Balshan Bazaar. In the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. I thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. To the bazaar, then. Okay. Oh yeah, I've been to the bazaar. Looks like there's a speaking point there, so let's make sure to get that too. A backflip is a front dash if you use it right. So this is Thavnarian weave. I must say, it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Corvus. Small wonder, really, given that it's just across the water. Not that I am much of an expert in Corvori culture, of course. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlean, and like as not, I will never reside there again. That said, in recent days, I've felt more acutely aware of my heritage, and grateful for it. It is thanks to my forebears that I inherited the royal eye, and with it the wisdom of ancient Outlog. And so, well, I simply hope that my countrymen are safe, and one day, when this calamity is but a memory, I would like to see Corvus again, if only once. Forgive me, but my shop's closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. We have come not in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous fiends that tore through the bazaar. Did you perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place, they did. While that was all going on, the great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You'd have better look asking there. Okay, let's head over to the west side. East side's useless. You know, west side, best side. Let's talk to this guy. Is something the matter, traveler? I have not If you are lost, perhaps I could be of assistance. Your offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged through the bazaar? Aye, I saw it all, though I wish I had not. I was going about my work when all of a sudden a piercing scream cut through the air. I turned around and there was the fiend, its massive body bursting through that entryway with the force of a tidal wave, and then it was gone as quickly as it came. That's pretty useful again, except it's, he destroyed everything, which we already knew. Well, let's see if this person knows more. Sisters, have mercy! What is happening to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Settle down, friend. The danger has passed, at least for now. If it's not too painful to remember, could you tell us what you saw? First I heard the screams, then a horde of ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a marid, throwing people about like rag dolls, and it was eating them. I hid under the counter until saw others do the same. But the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder, more voices in the throng, beasts or victims I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening. I still don't. That is enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. The High Crucible, too, has survived mostly unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones, and rest your body and mind while you are able. I suspect that this is the most we can expect from the people here to tell us. I think it's best we find a place outside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings. Okay, sounds good to me. Come on, Graha. There you are. Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. It tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed towards the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in the Mahane can surely tell us more. Okay, let's go check out the Mahane. I could have sworn oh no, I didn't get. This is the one that I didn't get. I got this one. Right? Yeah. Fearful here. Going about the enormous beast, are you? I saw it, including the very instant the poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. I started over there by the window. A few men, merchants probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast. Massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, then the black mist comes again, until the change has taken them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, did you perchance know who those merchants were? No, I am a decorator by trade, not much cause in mingling with their sort. Saw Mithiel, the barmaid, chatting with them, though. She might know something. Of course the barmaid's gonna know something. That's how it always is. Even after repairing all that damage, it will take a while before business picks up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it, anyway. I saw it too. We all did. I was standing here at the counter as Meridine poured me a drink. And suddenly, there came this dreadful sound, like a pained, angry groan. It was unlike anything I've ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall it sends shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Mehirdi, myself, and the other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn? I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Interesting. And now it's obviously burning. In that case, can you tell us a bit more? Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Meridi's Mary. What can I get you? We have not come for liberations, but rather for information. You're Mithlil, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy on this satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant, that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kalzal was his name. Wait, what? Hold on. He ran his own consortium, dealing primarily in the exports of Thavnarian specialties. We know that name. Where have I heard this name before? It's through him we met at Matsia. Wait, wasn't he the leader of the village? Or at least the economic... Why did he turn first? Yeah, we've met him. It definitely rings a bell. Come to think of it, didn't you meet Kalzal when we first came to Thavner? If I recall correctly, he ran a trading company in Yedlimad. Yedlimad. It was through him that the Scions were acquainted with the fisherman Matsia. Yes, that is the same Kalzal, no doubt. A rather successful man from what I gather. That said, it was clear that he had fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot have been good for business. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it once was. Trying times of the head of the trading consortium, indeed. I get the feeling that the people that are turning first or the, like we saw in the dungeon with the mother and the children, that it manifests from hopelessness and despair. At least that's my guess right now. And that's why how we're going to end up combating it. Kalzal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. Yet, as they discussed matters further, Kalzal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me, I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If you could, I would ask just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kalzal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else could help you. Kalzal lived for his work, and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors knew something I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it will help. What do you say? Sure, I mean, it's worth a shot. Thanks to Mithril, it appears that we have a new lead. Let us leave no stone unturned. Amidst the apocalypse, Mithril has information that should serve you well. Kalzal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Kalzal lived there since childhood, and it was known throughout the neighborhood. Well, let's head on over there. Kama, the name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise you will find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Yep. Come, let us see where this lead takes us. Graha is following you, and he won't leave you alone. Yes, I know. This is Graha, after all. The only person that's more clingy than Graha is Alize. Let's see. After leaving the Maheen, we're to retrace her steps and head back towards the Aetherite Plaza. Okay. Let's keep going. Slightly faster to go through the west side. Because everybody knows it's the best side. In old school RuneScape, there's always the goofy rivalry at Wintertod of East Side, Beast Side, and West Side, Best Side. There's also some other interesting conversations that happen there. Anyway, let's get some more directions from Graha. From here, we ascend the stairs. Okay. Okay, I don't think I got this, Aetherite. Because of how far over it is. Or did I? I don't remember. Ah, this must be huge. In that case, we should take the path leading southeast. Okay. And then, where should we go from here, Graha, even though there's literally only one way? If we keep going this way, we should arrive in Kama before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite the adventure, is it not? I can only hope we can explore Radzed Han at our leisure once the crisis has passed. I mean, judging by all the people here, I'd say we'll have plenty of time. Let's see, one more talking point, and then we should get there. Oh, nope, this is the end. And this must be Kama. We've arrived at last. Let us begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Tikal Zal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. I mean, that's what I would do. I say that, and then there's just an elephant person here. Let me go ahead and get the Aetheryte first. Since I'm pretty sure I hadn't gotten this one yet. Okay, now, where do I need to go? Ah, there's someone. Could you come back at about another time? I just woke up, and I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnair. I encourage you to stay alert, and perhaps prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Kalzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Kalzal? I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around thanks to a generous order from Ruvida Fibers. Why, he is practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume it all went well. Jinbaha might be able to tell you more, though. As I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Jinbaha at Ruvida Fibers. Let's make a point to visit him after we've spoken with other locals. That could be useful. Let's see, who else can we talk to? Looks like there's a room over here. Hello there, Mathia. Mati. Kalzal, you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. I could say it came to him as easy as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really. What with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open. I looked out to see Kalzal sitting on a bench, his head hung low, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I see. The situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of. Other than the troubles with his consortium, he was the same old Kalzal, cordial and honest like always. These questions you are asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in a terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughters told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about the bazaar going-ons. Rest assured, the city is safe now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter, and be prepared to take refuge should the satrap order it. Well, let's head back to the bazaar, see if we can question that merchant we learned about. Oh, okay. All the way over here. It's like there's two speaking points. Make sure to get both of them. If I'm not mistaken, the stairs lead to Dharma. It is quite the sight, the red sky above. During the final days of yore, the heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation magics run amok, and that was my assumption when I saw Amarat. Perhaps the ancients believed the same, that the terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. And yet, those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that sets the heavens aflame and turns ordinary men into beasts? Well, I don't know, but I'm sure we're gonna find out eventually. But right now, we gotta go visit this place. They're farming silkworms. This must be Ruveda's farm. This must be Rudeva Fibers, where we should find Jinbana. Yo, you here? Ah, there you are. And hurry, I say. There is no time to waste. Pardon me, but you are in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions that we'd like to... I'm sorry, but I simply do not have time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. And you can carry our fabrics. Go through the door and speak to Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Well, as usual, doing the chores. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. Not gonna matter much when they're burned to a crisp. Or you're dead. Okay, Kamala. What do you need help with? This area is for employees only. Out, out. What's this? What's that? You've come to help? Oh, praise the Medurva. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way out, you have passed 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry that small crate to Nabringkal by the storehouse near the hatchery. The crate of clothing is for Mahuna. And that massive crate goes to Zemnira by the middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Have limited time to complete the task. Should you fail, return starting location and begin anew. Sounds good. Let's take the light crate. I mean, considering how many corpses we've stuffed in here, I'd have to say we could just put them all in one go. Thread, is it? Then you have come to the right place. We thank you for your aid. Alright, let's go grab the bigger crate. Alright, let's do Mahuna. If you have any crate of finished products, such as carpets, clothing, and the like, pray bring them here to our primary storehouses. A crate full of clothing, is it? I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. Right, and now the big boy. I guess it takes more time to stuff it in our magical backpack. Alright, here's your stupid crate. I say, you are quite the brawny one, aren't you? A good thing that... I'm just picturing a Lalafell carrying this now. A good thing that... Never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. A crate full of fabrics, is it? Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. Surprised you can carry it. You've carried all the crates to the storehouse, you say? Ah, and so quickly, too. Why, I've never seen anyone so strong. And I and my associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jinbana and assure him our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible things of late. But generous souls like you give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. Oh, we might. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends on everyone is dead or not. Okay, Jinbana, I did all your chores. Done. I had done as I asked, have you? If Kamala is satisfied with your work, then so am I. You have done us a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatuses entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the doors, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror, and in the next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. I'm sorry, there was something you wanted to ask? Indeed. You knew the merchant Calzal, didn't you? Did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Calzal? I know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Venispati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after the next. It would seem the same phenomena occurred here. The poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Calzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were the triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Interesting. I guess looks like I'm probably on the right track. Can the despair in a man's own heart consign him to such a terrible fate? Okay, what's this next quest called? Beyond Depths and Despair. Let's see. I want to see where we are in MSQ. Real quick. See how many more quests we have for this section. Okay, this one's gonna unlock an Aetherite. So yeah, we'll definitely do this one. So I'm getting a little bit tired, but I definitely want to do a little bit more. Beyond the depths of despair, Grahati is eager to share all we have learned with your companions. We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megahaduta, were we not? That should be just outside. With any luck, they will have already returned from their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy. But remember, your lives are far more precious than any wares. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed, I thank you for your concern, and pray you two to take care as well. Read that completely wrong. Okay, where is Mehaduta? Guess it's right out there. Oh, there's a sightseeing point. Let me try and get that. Okay, looks like we just gotta meet up out here. There's a lot more people out here than before. Is this Thancred? Finished your rounds and ready to share? Yep, I sure did.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Yep, sure did.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karzal's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast.
Like in Ishgard or Alamigo.
Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the satrap! The satrap!
Thank the heavens.
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Balaka's stand?
From where?
My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share.
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matsya
Oh,
of
Matsya, okay.
Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit.
Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Balaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend.
Of a friend.
But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts?
Oh no,
Great
she's gonna
God,
transform,
our
isn't she?
bravest warriors, limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, sink their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Yep.
Get away from her, now!
Man.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Well, this is annoying. It's a chain reaction.
Run as fast as you can! No!
The question is, why are they transforming like this? Obviously despair, but like people have been in a bad situation before. Why is this happening now? Well, he's dead. Great, T for team. Yeah, there we go. Gotta cut away from it. Gotta keep that T rating.
My son.
Enough. You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes, you will survive. You must.
Okay, so we can actually stop it. It's not inevitable. We just gotta calm him down. Huh? What was that sigh? It didn't sound like Graha.
Be strong, my friends.
Oh, okay. He's gonna pull an Exarch move.
Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations! Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground. Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matsya, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right. Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
That was really cool. Because he's had like 100 years of leadership experience. He just put that on display right there. We meet again. You do remember me, yes? You saved my skin twice in Yel-Mahad. Yel-Mahad. You saved my skin twice in Yel-Mahad, and now I find myself turning to you to for help once more. But let us tarry there no longer. Damn it all. Staying calm is exactly my forte. Yes, we know, Alize. We must save Palaka's stand, wherever it takes. Matsya, it pains me to put you in harm's way, but I would ask you to aid us here as well. Of course. Palaka's stand is not far, just down that hill. But as I told His Excellency before, the pass was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. Brilliant. I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beasts you encounter. Sounds good to me. Alize and I will keep Matsya hidden amongst the trees, and follow when the path is clear. There's no telling what dangers await us. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay. See, so are we at the south? Yeah, we're on this side now. Because previously we took a teleport from this side straight to Radzat-Han. See, is there any near here? South, okay. I doubt we're gonna get an Aether Current today. But next stream will probably be working on getting the Aether Currents while we continue on with MSQ. But we're not done yet. I'm talking like we're ending the stream. Let's go ahead and kill these monsters and get over to... where are we going? That place that we're going, you know. The place. There we go. Let's kill this purple speck. I'll put the dot on the other one. Well, I finish off the first one. There we go. Well, let's head on over there. What's this place called again? Palaka's Stand. That's right. Well, this place looks fine. I don't know why you guys are panicking. Oh, what's happened to them? Good work, Brilliant, though I worry for Matsuya. Alize looks a lot more afraid. Usually she's really confident. It cannot be. We must heal those we can, and quickly. I see no beasts, but stay on your guard. Oh, let's help who we can. Although I suspect some of these people are beyond help. Guess we'll just put them in our inventory. The villager has no pulse, nor do they appear to be breathing. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I could have told you that. The cooling body has already begun to stiffen. The massive wound suggests the village was gored by a terrible beast. Gotta keep it T for teen. Though the villager's injuries do not appear to be life-threatening, he does not respond to your efforts. His breathing grows more ragged and shallow, and his vacant eyes are those of a man who has lost the will to live. Even if I wake, the nightmare goes on. No, leave me to sleep. ... You call out, but the man does not respond. Sir, I'd really prefer we don't have to deal with another beast. His wounds are deep, but he may yet be saved. Go and help the others. There. You'll be fine. The pain will soon pass. Okay, now where's this last person? In here? Where are they? Oh, there they are. Frightened all raw. Have you come to help us? Too late, my family, my friends. Nope, you're alive. This person doing some sus G posing during the apocalypse. Are these the only villagers who survived? I can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned to beasts, by the 12. Let us do what we can. The thunder and lightning happened as soon as he said I read by the 12. That was perfect timing. Let us do what we can to see the damage spread no further, and no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. Well, we unlocked this Aetherite. Let me go ahead and tune to it before I forget. And then I think we're gonna wrap up here. So we got the nice Sailor Moon cosplay there, or glamour. Let's see. Yeah, let's use the Aetherite as the background. Alright, that's gonna be all for today. Made some good progress and made our way and unlocked. Made our way through Thavner. Oh, it must be a hunt train. It's a hunt train? Yeah, nobody's said anything yet. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. I will not be streaming tomorrow, or I probably won't be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow's Easter and I've got some stuff to do. Next scheduled stream will be Saturday at 3 like usual, but I will let you know if we do any weekday streams like we did yesterday. We did a stream on Friday and finished up all of the Heavensward Black Mage questline. I've actually got to figure out what else to do for weekday streams if I want to do any. Either way, that's going to be all for today. Hope to see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye.